Hi guys, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Anytime you are listening to this, be rest assured I'm greeting you for that time, right? I think today is the very first day in July. There's something about days is that today is the 1st of July 2025. And welcome everybody, welcome to a new month. But the funny thing about days is that now that we have 1st of July 2025, we can never have this kind of day again. Right? There'll be another 1st of July, but it's going to be 2026 or 2027 or even 2098, right? But we can never, ever, ever have another July 1, 2025. And that's the same thing about every other days, right? Like, we cannot have like that day. Like we cannot have another day again. Like once we have a day today, that same day is gone. Today is if today should went like this, that's the end. We can have another one that looks like it, or maybe next year, something like birthdays, something like wedding anniversaries, something like Christmas, right? You have a Christmas this year. 2025 Christmas will never be the same thing as 2026 Christmas. It probably may be the same day of the year, but it is not the same year. So it's never the same day. So once today is gone like this, it is gone forever. Forever. I had this thing when I was in GSS1, and that was when I was in boarding school, and we were reading in our dining, like our prep room, sha. We're reading there, and my house mistress realized that some other persons, I think I was part, so don't let me say some other persons, some of us, we don't always want to read. Like probably during the time to read, I would take a storybook that I could just read to pass away time. And she just said something like that, you people, now that you have the time, you people should just better like work, you better read. Because if you don't read today and you postpone it till tomorrow, today is gone for life. Like today is gone for life. And really, I think I've been using that for every of my decisions. Because and I've been telling people as well, if you don't use today, if you don't make use of today, that's the end. Today cannot come again tomorrow. Yes, who knows? You might still be able to use tomorrow. Beautiful. But if you don't use today, today is the end. Tomorrow is a new day that you can use again. So you can always use every day, sha, but make your wise decision. Make your decision yourself. And why am I saying that? Because today is July. It's very much, it's a custom that when is the new year, when the new year is approaching, we all write our what do we call it now, resolution for the new year. We write it, we write our goals. I think this year I even wrote some. I was even planning that I wasn't going to write until my boss reached out to me that, oh yeah, send me your goals for the new year, and I had to send it to her. So I had to put something down and write, right? So is a normal custom that when it's towards the new year, we get to like write our resolution. And it's another custom that even as much as we write them, once it's January, 1st of January, we'll be like, okay, it's still January. Like all of us, we are still celebrating the new year. And once it's second, we'll be like, oh right, it's still festive period. Then once it's third, we'll be like, well, let's first resume work. Yeah. I can just as well start the next week, second week in January. And once it's second week in January, again, we feel like, what? This month I didn't know that it's going to be that stressful. And then we postpone to February, to March. And once it's already April, you just feel like, well, I beg Jare, I've tried, but I mean, it's not working out. I've not been able to achieve anything. So I feel like this way I call it a quit. Then you just decide that you don't want to do it. But it's another custom that once it's 1st of July or 29th, 30th of June, um people tend to talk about, okay, see this time as the time to work on things that you said you were going to work on this year and you've not started working on since January, and now this is July. So this is the second half of the year. Yes, this is second half of the year. So you can decide to start working on those things that you said you were not going to, that you said you were probably going to do when the year started. So it's time for you to start working on it. This is another second chance. So it's like the second chance of your resolution of the new year, right? I know that that's a normal thing, and I've been seeing some things like that all over the media. It's beautiful, right? But I think contrary to what everybody says and what everybody does concerning that, I think what I'm just going to say is that once today is gone again, it has gone. Today cannot come back again. And anything that you want to start, or anything that you're saying, okay, you want to do, you are going to do, you are not going to do, right? Maybe you feel like you want to do something and you feel like, okay, it's 3 years. And then you're feeling like, it's long, I'm too old, or I don't know if it's time for me to start. Any decision you make, just know that the next 3 years will still come. And if God is so good to you, you will still be alive. So it's either you have done that thing or you haven't done it. So the ball is in your court and you can dribble it as you like. Yes, that's my mommy's proverb for us at home. The ball is in your court, you can dribble it as you like. So please make the right decision, right? I've been seeing people telling you guys, or all of us, because there are certain things that I told myself I was going to do as well that I'm yet to do. I feel like, what are they? Okay, I said I was going to be reading. I said I think that's the only thing. I said I was going to read. I said I was going to read, like, I think a book, one book each month. Yeah, but the book I've been reading since May is the book that I'm still reading till now. But at least I'm reading every day, right? And I think I said I was going to start taking. I'm going to travel seriously. Like, I'm going to travel like I've never traveled before. I'm going to take it up as an adventure, but I'm yet to do that. So I think I'm going to work on those things as well. So if there's anything rather that you feel like you're yet to work on, I feel like this is the best time. This is the best time for you to start working on it. This is the best time for you to work on it. So this is 1st of July. Happy New Month to everybody. It's a beautiful month. I mean, once July is over like this, we are already approaching the end of the year, right? Once it's already August, towards the end of August now, you start seeing people selling Christmas cap. You just know that December is approaching, and once we start entering those bar like this, oh my goodness! I mean, that's it, right? The end of the year is coming again, and I think this year went so fast, like too fast. Just so you don't have to, honestly, you just have to like do things. You have to do things, and you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect, right? There was something we're doing today. I'm a content creator, right? So there was somebody that I wanted to create a content for yesterday, and she was talking about how she cannot wait to get her own equipment, so that when she gets them she will not have to be needing my services again. In as much as she may not need my service again, I was just telling her that, right, if you want to actually start doing this thing without needing my service, you can start it now without having to get anything yet. I mean, you have your phone, right? You may think you need a tripod, you may think you need lightning, you may think you need everything. But there's something that is very funny. If you have not mastered the art of consistency, if you have everything, you are still not going to put it into use. You are still going to continue to postpone. Consistency is hard. It is really, really, really hard. It takes a high level of discipline for you to be consistent. So if you have not mastered the art of consistency and you think that, okay, once everything is perfect, at least once I have everything all together, I'm going to be consistent, I will start doing it properly. Oh my dear, you are just, I feel like that's a coping mechanism for you. You're just lying to yourself. So anything you want to do, if in as much as you don't have everything all together yet, at least use just the little things that you have and start working on your consistency. I feel like if you are able to get the hack of consistency, if you're able to get that hack, you'll be able to do every other things, right? You'll be able to juggle one or two things together, you'll be able to put everything together and still get a perfect and beautiful result. So yeah, that's that. Right? Enough of telling me enough of telling you to do what you want to do, what you don't want to do. Enough of me telling you that, right? I feel like I've said so much, so you can decide whether to do that or not. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very beautiful, and I feel like I should, as usual, I should take you through how my weekend went. On Friday was a very beautiful day, honestly. Friday was a very beautiful day, right? My CDS president, I think my group CDS president, yeah, told us that we're going out, right? So we went to a secondary school and we went to give them some lectures, yeah. So I was part of the people that were going to do the presentation, and I spoke on depression, yeah. Certain set of individuals spoke on other things, like somebody spoke on career development, I think. Yes, career development, skill acquisition, yeah, low self-esteem as well, yes, then depression, yeah. And it was really beautiful, right? I mean, it was awesome. The fact that everybody prepared, our slides were beautiful, and we actually gave those presentations, and it was really nice. We tried our possible best to be punctual, right? Even though, hmm, time up, we're still talking. But thank God, it went well, yeah. And I think one funny thing that happened, one funny thing that happened is that there's this girl in my CDS, her name is Toba, right? Toba is just this normal basic person that when I see her, I just like, Toba, how are you? Right? I'll just wave at her, my group person, right? And even that morning, I saw her and I was saying, you are you the one that want to project for us? She said yes. I was like, you know about all these things. She said she's a tech person now. I said, really? Wow, nice. She said, am I speaking? So I said, yes, I'm speaking on depression. And that was it. I even told her about certain things, because I took okay, I don't think you need that information, yeah. So I told her about certain things, and that was it. So I just noticed that when we were done, when we were done with the presentation, right? People were going to meet her to ask her something, and she was saying, I'm the elder sister, I'm the elder sister. I didn't even know what was going on, because of course I was preparing to give my own presentation as well. So when we're done, so these students brought pen and biro, like they wanted to hear what we were saying, they wanted to know what we were talking about. They brought pen and biro. They now told us to start writing our names and our phone numbers, so that they can reach out to us, or our a way to just reach out to us, right? They were just asking us to write it for them. So they were going to meet speakers. So some of them came to meet me as well. And of course, I gave them my numbers so that I gave them my number, because there's only one number I have, right? But I gave several people my number. So I just gave them the number, that okay, oh, no wala, share you need the number, no problem. This is it. And they were meeting other speakers too. Probably maybe the people that your speech resonated with more are the people that are coming to meet you for their numbers, yeah, for your numbers rather. So me, I just gave them my own number. I just noticed that there was something like it was already getting very rowdy around Toba. And I was wondering that what's happening. It's about sharing money. I was just I was just trying to understand why so many people are very, very like rowdy around Toba. Like, it shouldn't have been a problem if they were doing it modestly, or they were on a line, or everything was very neat. But it was already turned into it almost turned into a stampede, right? It was really rowdy, like they were pushing themselves because they wanted to get through to Toba. And I was like, what's going on? Me, I didn't even understand. I was talking to a particular student, and that was the whole conversation, that I was invested in that conversation with that person, until my fellow core members were telling me that come, let's go. I was not like, what happened? Something has happened. They were like, let's go. This is not even a safe space to be now again. I said, what happened? They said, let's go. It's because of Toba. I said, what did Toba? What did Toba do? That's what somebody was telling me, that it's because Toba is a celebrity now, so they are not stressed. I said, Toba is a celebrity. They said yes now. Like, she's the sisters of the triplets on TikTok. I'm like, what are the triplets? Are you not a social media person? I said, yes, yes, I'm a social media person, but I don't know what people are talking about. I said, I can't check now. They're sure a celebrity, sha. So Toba is their elder sister. So they are disturbing Toba. That's why they even almost yanked off her wig. Let's go, let's go, let's go. They're stressing her. They're stressing her. I'm like, it's not easy to be a celebrity, oh, right? But I think I loved that view. I've never been that close to a celebrity that people will not be disturbing the person, and I'll be trying to save the person. I'll be like, what's going on? Why are they stressing her? That was how I went. I didn't know that a celebrity had been moving with us in our CDS for a very long time. I didn't know. When I got home, Sha, like I feel like that day I just went to meet her. And I thought, but I didn't know. And we've been together like in this CDS for a very long time, and you didn't even see anything. You're very, I don't know how to put it, but would I say humble? I didn't know the perfect word to use, but I just felt like she's a very simple person. Yeah, she's a very simple person. She's very very simple. Like she comes to CDS normally, you wouldn't even believe that. I understand that celebrities are normal people. Yeah, but I just feel like there's maybe because they are celebrities, right? I just used to feel like there's this kind of movement that they will not go through. I used to feel like, of course, a celebrity will not even want to take on the course of going for NYSC, or even if you are going for NYSC or you are observing the whole scheme thing, you probably may not want to be present for the CDS. You just find your way through in a way that you're not going to be present. But she keeps coming and she's always present. I think she's even part of the executives. Yes, I remember that day they wanted to choose the executive. We were just joking around. Like, I think she's part of them. And I was just surprised that really, that's amazing. And I think it was the day before yesterday that was it the day before yesterday? Yes, I think so. The day before yesterday, I was just like, okay, let me just go through. Let me go and search for this babe. Oh. And I went to Instagram. I went to search for her. I was like, oh really? It's I was so surprised. She's actually she's no, she's a social media influencer. Like she has this level of influence that is beautiful, it's fascinating. And I was just very much surprised. I don't know, but it just baffled me. It just made me feel I don't know how to put the word now. It just I don't know. It just gave me she gave me this kind of safe space that okay, actually celebrities are humans too. I used to say that celebrities are humans, but there's this kind of horror that I give them once I see like a celebrity. I just and I am so sure that you're a celebrity, and especially if your content doesn't really relate well with me, right? There's this kind of aura I give you when I see you outside. I just even if you are not, even if you don't make me feel that way, I just tend to feel like, oh, they are not people you just talk to. They are not, on a normal day, I can just reach out to anybody and a random person, strangers mostly, and just start a conversation with you. I'm so used to that. I'm so used to it. But when I see that the person is a celebrity, I just tend to um hold myself back. I will not want to engage in conversations because I don't even want you to feel like I'm trying to have conversations with you because of your status or something, right? But the fact that I just saw that Toba was like that just made me feel very excited about her. I was just happy, and it made me see celebrities in another light. That okay, they are just normal people. They are just people that actually wants. They are people that wants to be treated as like normal people. In as much as they have this influence and everything, they don't want to be stressed as well. They want to live a normal life, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful sight to behold. Yeah. Right. So this today I want us to talk about how am I going to put this? How am I going to put it now? I think there's this thing. So I don't know the what I'm going to give this episode now, the title I'm going to give this episode, but it's just something about you not always expecting. Sometimes you have to ask, so you don't have to expect every time, or most times you don't have to expect. You have to ask. And okay, let me just dive in immediately because we've spent a lot of time, going back and forth about everything that happened over the weekend, and it's a new month, is this, is that. So I feel like we should just dive into it straight up. Now, there's something about what's the word now? There's something about people in relationships. And when I'm talking about relationships now, not just relationships, like I mean um friendships. I know friendships are relationship as well, but in this context, you may think I'm talking about romantic relationships. Yeah. So I mean friendships, even family, um, marriage, the actual relationship. You know, workers. Like relationship between co-workers, like in workplace, boss employee relationship, things like that. In every relationships that you see, right? There's this kind of giving and receiving thing that happens. Like you, for example, maybe I should use family first. It is expected that once parents give birth to their children, what they should do is take care of those children. That's what is expected of them. They should take care of their children. They should make their children feel safe. They should make their children feel good. They should send them to school. They should do this. They should do that. They do everything for parents, do everything for their children. In as much as it's very stressful, raising a child is a very stressful thing to do. But they just make sure that they do everything for them, right? And then once they grow, once those children grow, once they become adults and they start working, you know, it's expected of them now to start taking care of their own parents as well, right? So they start taking care of their parents as well. They don't let their parents go through so many expenses again. They start to pay for, okay, what do you need money for? Okay, I think I just want to send you this money to just get something. And that's why you see some young adults, always including their parents in their expenses for the month, right? So they tend to send their parents money for the month, like, okay, oh, this is what I want to get for you. Okay, I want you to enjoy this money. Yeah, that's when you hear something like jail money, all those kind of thing. Yes, those are expectations that I'm talking about now. Yeah, it's just certain things that we feel like when you're in a relationship with someone, you just feel like, okay, for this relationship that I am with this person should be able to do this thing to me. This person be able to do should be able to do certain things for me, right? And on the other hand, the person that you're expecting something from too would be expecting other things from you, and probably sometimes would know that they are meant to do, it would sometimes they would know what is expected of them, and they would expect to they will be expectant of something. Exactly, that's the word. Sometimes in a relationship, each party will know what is expected of the other party, and they will know what is expected of them as well. Do you understand? Now, in some situations, it's not always like that. There are certain times that some people don't actually know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know if they should go ahead and do something or not. They are trying to figure it out. They don't know if they should do it or they should not do it. They don't know how to help you. They don't know how to be there for you. They don't know what to do at each point in time if you don't ask, right? For example, let's use a an employee and an employer now. Okay, for example, now imagine an employer employing somebody, because of course I just like her. I like that she's simple. I like the way she wrote her CV. It was very nonchalant. So I feel like she doesn't care because she knows so much. She knows how to do it very well. So let me leave her. Let me leave her for 2 weeks, put her on probation and see what she's going to be able to do. Let me see if she's proactive. Let me see if she's this. Let me see if she's that. And then that one resumes work. I mean the employed now, yeah. That one resumes work and doesn't even know how to go about things. Probably have not even worked in a firm like that before and is very confused on what to do. So she doesn't even know how to go about things. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to keep up. And you are not delegating duties as well because you feel like she should know what to do. She's meant to know what to do. Where is our meeting point now? Because, in all honesty, sometimes we tend to feel like certain people should know what to do for us. We tend to feel like they should be able to know that this is what is expected of them. But fairness, sometimes they may not know. They may not really know. And I when I was sending out my newsletter for my workplace this morning, this was what like came to my mind. This was what I was writing on, and I decided that I was just going to talk about it today. Do you know that it's actually coming from a very stressful place? And I personally feel like if you are somebody that you tend to feel like it is expected of your workers or of your partner or of your friend or of your family members or of anybody to know what to do, and you don't even tell them what to do, you probably may be at fault sometimes. You may be at fault. You may actually even be the one that you are stressing them out because they don't know how to make you happy. They don't know what to do. Take for example, when my friend wanted to celebrate her birthday, I didn't know what to do for her. I didn't know the gift to get for her. Sometimes, yeah, you can be very thoughtful, like, okay, what is she going to like? But there are certain people that you just cannot put your fingers on anything, especially those people that they seem to have it all. They you will not even know what they need. It's as if they have everything. And now, imagining somebody like that now coming up with a wish list. I know that some of you, your wish list is like, your wish list is always very funny. You're going to write certain things that you know that people cannot even afford. Your friends are doing NYSC and you're writing car as your wish list. We know that you are not serious, right? But this my friend, she actually really wrote some things in her she wrote certain things in her wish list. She wrote things in her wish list that were something that we could look at and say, okay, I think I can do this. Okay, I think I can do that. And it was so easy for everybody. Now I knew what to gift her. Now she as well, sorry about that. Now she as well, she knows what she wants, and she knows that is what she's expecting that will be given to her. Right? Is it not easy like that? It's also another situation. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation of being at your workplace and you don't know what to do. You are now doing everything, yet it looks like you are doing nothing. I don't know if you've ever been in that kind of situation that your boss is a kind of person that, or yes, your boss is a kind of person that would not actually tell you that this is what I expect you to do. They're not going to delegate duties to you. There's no form of, okay, this week this is what you should do. This is our main goal. This is our plan. No sort of things like that. But they just expect you that I expected you to know. I expected you to know. And then when anything goes wrong, you're at fault because why didn't you know that this was what the boss was thinking? I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. And I don't know how you were able to navigate it. But if you've been in that kind of situation, you're going to know that it's something that is really, really sad. It's something that is really draining because you don't know what to do, but they expect you to do what is in their mind. So you are even very, very confused. Now it brings this level of anxiety. It's part of what causes anxiety. Like you're very anxious. You are trying everything you can to make everybody feel happy, to make everybody in your relationship or everybody in the whole situation to be happy. But you don't know how to go about it. You are trying everything, but you don't even know what is expected of you. So you don't know if what you are going to do will even make that person happy. It's just like somebody seeking validation from other people. You just keep doing everything to make them happy. You never can tell what is actually going to help, but you keep doing and doing and doing just for the happiness and validation of other people. And I think today, the people we should address more are those people that used to expect from other people without saying what they expect. I feel like if you're part of the set of people that you know you used to expect from people, you are always expecting that, okay, I expected that she was going. You have an event, you didn't invite me. You're not saying you expected that I was meant to know that I will come. It doesn't work that way sometimes. On the other hand, I may be feeling like, oh, am I that small? I thought I had a special place in your heart, and you have an event. You didn't even bother to invite me. You, on the other hand, you are expecting that is she not meant to know that she will come? Oh, I feel so betrayed. No, it doesn't work that way sometimes. I feel like I should speak to people that expect sometimes, like most of the times. Most of the time, don't just expect. Say what you want. Say things that you want. Say it. Let people say it out. Say it. Sometimes people not being there for you is your problem. It's not like you're a bad person. No, it's not like you are not always there for people as well. No, but it's just your problem in the sense that you are always silent about it. You don't let people know where and how they should be there for you. You don't let people know how they would be able to help you. You don't let people know what they should do for you that will make you happy. And then you now let them choose if they will do that thing for you or they will not do it for you. So sometimes, and in this sense, I think that most times you should let people hear what they need to do for you. Speak to people. Like, I mean, people in like relationships, I'm not saying you can't be meeting strangers and say and be saying, please do this for me, or not gonna be begging up and down. No, of course, that's not what I'm saying. And I really hope that you understand that that's not what I'm saying, right? What I'm talking about is like people in relationships, like probably now being in a relationship with your boyfriend. I'm using boyfriend because, of course, I am a girl and I'm not going to have a girlfriend, right? So I'm speaking from my point of view, right? So imagine now me having a boyfriend and then I'm working on a project. I'm working on a project and then I tell him that okay, I'm working on this project. On a normal day, everybody's going to feel like, all right, as you told him that you're working on the project, is he not meant to know that he should give you money to assist you, or he should assist your project in one way or the other, or just help you to get something? That's what every other person is going to think. But this is a challenge for you today, that you can as well say that you're working on a project and you would appreciate help. You cannot do it on your own. You would appreciate help from other people and you're soliciting for support from every other persons that can support you. You don't just sit down and think that people will do what you expect them to do, or people will be able to read your mind. So you have to like be able to speak up. You have to like tell people what you want them to do for you. You have to be that person that you can speak up. You can let people know that okay, this is what I want. This is how you can be there for me. It's not that I want him to call me. Is he not meant to know that he's meant to call me? Because this is why certain relationships don't work. This is why relationships don't work at times. And I'm not just talking about relationship, please. Relationship in this context is like family, friendship, every sort of relationships that you can think about, right? This is why most of it fizzles out, because at the end of the day, their unmet expectations, right? You will not be able to meet, people will not be able to meet your expectations. And it's not because they are not even capable to do that, but because you have not spoken up, you have not told them what they need to do for you, and they cannot read your mind. People have their problems as well, and you have your problem too. Good. But there's a way that there's somewhere that we can all meet. My the solution to my problem might be with you, and the solution to your problem might be with me. And this is not me trying to spiritualize it or Christianize it. No, it happens like that most times, and that's actually the way life works. That's the way the market world works. If you want to get something, the solution to the buyer's problem is what you want to sell to them. And the solution to the seller's problem is the money you want to pay to them. Because when you pay them the money, you are keeping them in business, because you pay them the money, you give them the profit of what they sold to you as well. And when everybody can buy from them that way, they can accumulate the whole profits and get their own money out of it. They can make a living and they can keep being in business. So the solution of one person may be in another person's hand, and it may be vice versa. So you don't just sit down and say that I expect that they do this for me, I expect that they do that for me. How about now we all start working, we all start doing the work of, telling people that this is what I want you to do for me. This is what I want you to do for me. And in as much as I've said that, I'm not talking about like going up and down to go and be begging people for money or whatnot. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about, things that are normal, like things that, how am I going to put this now? No, it doesn't have to be something materialistic or something like that. If I'm using like a work related this thing now, a work related context now, do you know that it is actually like a bully? It's like the highest form of bully. For you not telling your junior at work, or maybe your co-worker, like what is expected of them, and you expecting them to just know that that is what they should do. It's very unfair. It's like you, oh my goodness. It's a very toxic work environment for them to live in. Like you don't tell them what to do, you don't delegate duties to them, they don't know what to do. In all honesty, some people are trying to figure everything out. They don't know what to do as well. They don't know, so they are figuring it out. Same as like in okay, I've talked about relationship. Same as in marriage, right? Same as family. Sometimes people grow up like, in as much as it's expected of children that when they grow up they should take care of their parents. Sometimes some children grow up and they don't even see reasons. They just feel like, oh well, my parents are comfortable. I don't need to be me. I'm even just trying to juggle things. I'm even just trying to be comfortable. My parents are comfortable. I don't need to be sending them money, right? And the parent may be feeling like, my child is not meant to know that he will give me something. My child is not meant to know that she's meant to send something to me for the weekend. Or, as a parent, just ask. Just go and ask by yourself. I'm expecting you to send me something you've not sent now. Send me something. Me too, I want to feel that my children are working. Do you understand? Like you can, it's something that, oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Right? It's something that you can easily, tell other people about. Like, okay, this is what I want you to do for me. And at the end of the day, you will get that thing. So when you can easily talk that this is what you expect of other people, if everybody can talk about what they expect from other people, I think it's going to be very better. Like the world is going to be a better place because now everybody is saying what they want. If everybody is saying what they want, in as much as somebody is telling you what they want, you as a person, you are also telling another person what she wants. So it's easy for everybody. It's easy for everybody. It's easy for everybody. So I feel like today I just want to implore everybody that is always expecting other people to do something. And in as much as sometimes is not proper for you to like expect, it's not proper for you to be asking people for certain kind of things. Yeah. So sometimes as well, there are some things that is actually really, really, really expected. Of course, is expected from somebody that is in a relationship with another person to respect their partners. Do you understand? So that one is not that you now say, I want you to respect me, or you can telling them. It's expected of some two people that are like in love, or don't let me say in love, sha. It's expected of two people that are in relationship to show love and affection to each other. It's not that you not be in relationship, you're not gonna be meeting your partner and be saying, what I expect of you is that you will show me love and affection. No, no, no. Don't gotta be begging for love. Oh. No, it's not that time. So, in as much as you should ask for certain things that are expected, it's not also everything. Anything that you're going to ask for that is going to be portraying you probably as a desperate person or as somebody that doesn't know his or her worth. I feel like all that is going to steal away your self-respect. I feel like you should not ask for certain things. And God has really helped us. He helps us with conviction. Like there's just a way that when you want to take a decision, you will know if it's right or if it's wrong. And if you really don't know if it's right or if it's wrong, this is another place for you to reach out to people that you trust. Ask people that you trust that, okay, what do you think? I think there was a time that my friend's sister wanted to wed. And when my own sister wanted to wed, I invited her. In fact, there was nothing she did not do for me. She was so supportive. So when her sister wanted to wed, I didn't even hear it from her. I heard it from a mutual, and she told me to like see this person is getting married. I was so excited, I reached out to her that, oh, congratulations, and she was happy as well. Oh, thank you, right? And I think I found out 2 days before the wedding, and she did not tell me. She there was no sort of invitation like, okay, well, I'm inviting you to come, right? I just felt like this is not the right time for me to ask. If I wanted to be invited for a wedding party that I would actually get a share before, that I would plan myself, I will plan my accommodation, I will plan my feeding for the days that I'm going to be around for. It's something that she would have told me probably 2, 3. You don't just wake up today and say that tomorrow is my wedding. You will be my shabby lady. No, nah. People would have planned since. If there's even very good planning, you people even do choreography, right? So I just felt like, oh, this is not I'm not in the right space, I'm not in the right place to ask her if I should come. Because of course she will say, come if you want to come. But if I was really going to be invited, I would have gotten my invitation. Do you get? So that's another level entirely. That's another different thing entirely. But probably okay, let me use another example now that is related to wedding. Okay, let me use this same scenario. Now imagine this same scenario, and then she sent me invitation. She sent me invitation, and I want to come for the party. And then when I get to the party, I will just go to the party. I just sit down. I'm not doing anything. And when they serve the food, I just eat. And then after, she's now angry with me that don't am I not meant to know that she needed help? I just sat down at the party as if I was just a far or a distant friend. That didn't I know that I should stand up and assist with them? Like the people that were serving, there was a problem with them. They forgot something at home. The souvenir was not like there were so many problems. I mean, I was just sitting there. She's not agreeing with me. That one like that now is something that she could have come to say. Oh, Dami, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. This is not the time for you to sit. And this has happened to me before. I went to a friend's sister's wedding. Yeah, my own friend is a guy. So I went to his sister's wedding, right? And I know the mother, I know the father. I even know the sister. So when we got to the wedding, I was just talking to like mutual friends as well. And then the mother just came there and she came to meet us that you people are sitting down. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Let's get food. Let's go and sort it out. People have not eaten. Let's go and sort it out. Those servers are too slow. This, that. And you know what? Fear. Everybody stood up. We did it. Nobody was angry. But imagine she didn't see anything. She was just going helter skelter. Me too, I would not even know that they even need my help. In my own mind, I'll be feeling like, oh, if I go to the place that they are serving the food now, they will not, they should not go and think that I'm doing over sabi, or they should not go and think as if I want to see the food, or they should not go and be thinking of one nonsense in their mind. And then the other party, in our own mind, see how they sat down. They don't even want to help. See that there will be a problem. So there's a way that is very complicated, right? It's very technical. But there are certain places where you don't just expect people to know. You have to tell them. And there are other certain situations where you don't even have to ask for things. There are things that maybe this is what we call unsaid rules or something like that. There are some rules that are set in place that you don't. There are some boundaries that are set in place that you don't have to cross it. You don't have to go to. You don't have to go to the extent of like being asked or something like that. No, you don't have to go. You don't have to go to that route. It's just like an 18 or probably a 17 or no 17 as well is a minor. Okay, somebody that is not a minor, an adult now. It's just like an adult asking a minor for consent to have something sexual to do with them. That's automatic rape, right? You cannot ask a minor for consent. You cannot seek for the consent of a minor. It's not possible. It's it's not possible. It doesn't work like that. It's not possible. It's automatic rape. You can't seek for their consent. So there are certain things that you cannot even ask for. Something like that now, you know that you cannot cross that boundary of asking for it. Do you understand? But now imagine two adults. Yes, you can ask for like consent from each other. Do you understand? So there are just certain things that you can ask about, like things that you expect from other people to do, but they are not doing. You can ask them, you can let them know that this is what you expect of them if they don't do it. But there are certain things that it is much expected of them, and they will know that it is expected of them. And if they don't do it, just agree that they don't want to do it. But most cases, give people the benefit of doubt, give people like, in most cases, just help people, give people the benefit of doubt, and fight for your relationship. You know, fight for your relationship, especially friendships. I like the fact that people in romantic relationship tend to give favor. They tend to give more chances in their relationships than to their friends, right? You can forgive your boyfriend for probably not wishing you on your birthday because he forgot something like that. honestly, me, nobody can even offend me like that again. If you forget on my birthday, I'll remind you in the evening that you've not wished me. Oh. Eh. But let's just use that example because people still get angry because of that. I've once been angry about that as well. So maybe you are going to forgive your boyfriend for not wishing you a happy birthday. But your friend, you cannot forgive her. She's jealous. You don't like her again. That's where you can call it a quit. You don't like her again. This is all for you. That's all you can take. No, I feel like you should give the chances that you give for your romantic relationships to other relationships as well. Oh my goodness, I'm battling with cold, so I'm so sorry about that. Right? For other relationships as well, such as like friendships, like even family. Some of you, you cut your family members off because of, hey, I expected her to do this, she did not do it. No, sometimes just help people, give people that grace, and just ask them that this is what I expect you to do. Would you do it? And you can like tell them that okay, subsequently I expect that when I'm working on when I'm working on a project and I tell you about it, I don't always want to tell you that you should support me, but I just expect that when I tell you that I'm working on this project, you should support me from your own free will, on your free will. Do you understand? Like you can just tell them that in case of subsequent times you don't feel comfortable talking about it every time. Just give people the grace. Like give people grace so that your relationships can thrive. You cannot live alone in this world. And only you and your boyfriend or only you and your husband cannot be the only people that will live in this world. You cannot live with only the two of them too. You need people. You cannot live alone. Imagine you alone in this world, or you and just your children and your husband. Every other person, they decide that they don't want. Just imagine a day that you will wake up and every other person decide that they don't want to work with you. They don't want to have anything to do with you. They just ostracize you and your family. So it's just you, your love, maybe your spouse, and then your children. Just all of you. Nobody wants to sell anything to you. Nobody wants to buy anything from you. Nobody wants to render services to you. Nobody wants you to render services to them. Nobody wants you to be their employee, right? Nobody wants you to be their employer. You are just on your own. You cannot do anything. You want to pay for your electricity bill. They said no, they don't want to have anything to do with you. You don't have lights. You are just in darkness. You want to pay for your I don't know. Some people they pay for water. I mean, I don't pay for water. You want to pay for your water bills. They said they should say no. They don't want anything to do with you. Be doing without water. You want to pour your waste away. All those ones should say that no, they don't want to collect it. They don't want to have anything to do with you. Do you think you can survive? Do you think you can survive? You will not survive. You cannot survive living in this world alone. And that's why you have to respect everybody. You have to respect the I don't even think there's the least person to respect. You have to respect everybody because you can need the help of anybody at any point in time. Right? You can need their services. They can need your services as well. So you just have to respect everybody and you cannot leave this world alone. So just give the people the grace. Give people grace. Let your relationship thrive. Tell people when you expect them to do something for you. Let them know about it. I think that if everybody can be living this way, at least this world would be a bit better. Right? I was traveling on Friday and I was telling me I saw about three intervals. I saw traffic lights and I was telling myself that I wish that Nigeria was a working country. I wish that the structure of Nigeria was like really, really working. I wish it was actually a very structured country. I really wish. I really, really wish, right? But even in as much as is yet to be very, very structured, if everybody can be nice, if everybody can be a good person, at least the world will be safe. Like this country is going to be safe for everybody to live in. Nobody is going to be walking on eggshells, right? It's going to be safe for all of us to live in. And I feel like I just hope that everybody's going to be fine, right? I really hope that everybody's going to strive. Everybody's going to try to be a better person. Yeah, I really hope so. Right? I think okay, I want to tell you what we want before we call it a day. I want to tell you what we want to talk about this week, this month, yeah. So this month we are basically focusing on gender. Yeah. I think, oh my goodness, I think that's just the perfect thing to say. We are focusing on gender, and that's that. We're focusing on gender this month. So get ready, get prepared. You have anything to talk about on gender, gender inequality, gender this, gender that, gender roles, anything, just bring it in. Bring all your suggestions, all your experiences, bring everything in. And as this month is rolling away, we'll be discussing on gender, right? It's a beautiful ride from the beginning to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. That will be all for today. Bye.